beloved souls. It's Divine Masculine Monday. So we have a beautiful full moon in Sagittarius coming up. And you know, at full moon, super intense energy, right? So that's the culmination of whatever we've been trying to manifest since the new moon. It also gives an opportunity to release the things that are no longer serving us, right? So because it's in Sagittarius, which is a really fiery energy, very straightforward, very direct. It's gonna shake things up a little bit, right? But Sagittarius also brings like a lot of like that luck and fire and spark with it. So making sure that we're staying focused with our energies and we're coming from a place of the highest good and we're discerning through our heart and we're not letting our ego take over will be transformative at this time, right? So we have the full moon in Sagittarius, we have Venus in Taurus, its home sign, Mars in Aries, its home sign, Mercury has gone direct into Taurus as well. So a lot of stuff really is supporting us at this time to just communicate, to live our best lives, to really step forward, to be expansive, to grow, to focus and nurture on ourselves, but not from a place of ego, from a place of love. All right. So let's see what this means for the Divine Masculine Collective. So thank you, angels and guides, for being here with me in the Divine Masculine Collective. What do they need to know? What is this full moon got for them? Purification. Clear out the clutter with the frog energy. So this is literally clearing clutter, like whether within your home space, getting things that you don't need, throwing stuff out, making sure that there's not stuff underneath your bed that's causing stagnant energy, cleaning out your closets, wiping down, whatever you can do to cleanse your space, right? Because when our space is clear, our minds is clear. Normally when you're in a space that's a little bit chaotic and all over the place, that's where your energy is too, right? So we want to make sure that our energy is focused and our energy is focused on the things in which we're trying to bring in, right? So think of the difference between the sun just shining on the grass in general and the potency of the sun when it's concentrated through like a microscope or through like a lens, right? And how that can start a fire. It's that same thing. So do you want your energy all over the place, or do you want to take your energy and really focus it in on the one thing so that that thing can start the creative spark, start the creative fire that you have being activated with you during the Sagittarius full moon? Okay, time to clean. So again, all right. So for some of you, like physically clearing your house or decluttering your mind, right? Like cleaning up our thought processes, cleaning up the way that we're talking to ourselves, cleaning up the things that we have playing in our minds. Um, I love music in general, right? And I grew up in the hood listening to a lot of hardcore rap music. And as I've gotten older, I've shifted away from some of that music to other things. And not because I'm like, oh, so much better than that music, but because I know that some of the lyrics that are playing back and forth in my head, back to back to back to back, that might be a little catchy, may not be serving me on the highest and greatest good, right? Do I want to be talking down on myself, or do I want to be speaking life over myself? So I try to listen to music now that's a little bit more up, that's gonna have me just like speaking life over myself, right? Like even me laughing, like listening to like um Cardi B, right? Like what did she say? I know how to get a bitch mad, don't I? I know how, like, but it's like she's just feeling herself and she's in her confidence and she's in her power, right? She's like, yeah, say it loud for the bitches in the back. Like, she's just really confident and standing in her power, knowing her self worth, knowing her self esteem, right? So, listening to something like that, again, rap music, not necessarily like the most positive thing, but the vibration takes me to a different place than the vibration of some other music that's out there, right? Like, I don't like most of the little whatever, the little people. I was a big Lil Kim fan, and after that, people with little in front of their name started screwing it up for the rest of them. But a lot of that music I don't listen to, one, because they don't enunciate, and two, because the things that they're speaking that are catchy, I don't want that playing in my head all day long, right? Like I'm good, like there's just certain lyrics that I'm just good on. So it's about like taking that focus and cleaning up your mind, right? Clearing the clutter of your mind. What are the things that you're listening to every day? What are the things that you're reading? Who are the people that you're talking to? What are the things that you're eating? What does your space look like, right? Like what's inside of your car look like? What's the inside of your home look like? What does your desk look like? What does your office look like? Like things like that. Like time to start shifting and clearing house. And if you don't need it or don't really use it, or if it's just been sitting around, get rid of it. It's time to clear the clutter out of your container, your spiritual and your physical container, to have space for the things in which you want to desire. And this full moon is going to help you, really help supporting that, right? Because the full moon is about what? Letting things go, removing things, getting things out of here. It's a gift, you know? It's a gift. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else is the divine masculines? Wow, lying with courage. Ask for what you want. When you get rid of the stuff you don't need, you have space to ask for what you want, and the universe can bring it in for you. What a blessing is that? When you get rid of the stuff you don't need, right? Now you have room for the stuff you do. It's like my hands are full, right? So here I am asking the Most High for something, and they're trying to give it to me, but I don't have the ability to get what's being offered to me because I already got stuff in my hand. So I have to put down that stuff so I have space for the next gift to be available to me. So that's what this energy is. It's like, yo, get rid of the stuff that's no longer serving you so you can step forward and get the stuff that you deserve. King of the jungle, divine masculine, right? You deserve the entire jungle. It's available to you, but you got to be open to it and open your mouth. Courage and conviction. When a lion speaks, everyone listens. Don't ever forget that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you're at in the zoo. When you hear that lion's roar, you're ready to just go see it. You're charging towards it, right? So that's the power that you have in your voice with your message, that with whatever this is that needs to be shared through you. People are willing to listen. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. What else do the divine masculines need to know at this time? What else do they need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius? Wow. So this is the second time this card has been at the bottom of the deck. Snake, healing. You are a healer. So obviously this message needed to come through, divine masculines. Many of you are healers, and it's time for you to step onto that path, right? And healing comes in many different forms. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a nurse necessarily. You don't have to be a shaman. You don't have to be a witch. We all heal differently. I know that uh, some of my strongest gifts come through my hand chakras, right? Whether I'm cooking for people or massaging people or just literally just like touching a person and just changing the energy around them, right? So healing looks different for other people. My voice, my frequency, and the words that I speak is also a tool that I've been gifted to be able to use to heal, to motivate, to inspire, and to encourage, right? So whatever that looks like for you is what it looks like for you. But it's time for you to start embodying the gifts that are available to you and know who you are at a soul level. We have Dove coming down with serenity. Slow down, pause, and breathe. This isn't a race, divine masculines. And I know that you guys are so used to being, pushing forward and driving, your masculine energy, but you're being encouraged right now to chill out with that, to clear your space so that you have room for what's coming forward, what's next. Fox, adaptability, adapt to the changes that are happening, right? Be okay with letting this stuff go. Be okay with moving forward. Be okay with not knowing all the answers, right? Be okay with speaking your truth and literally asking for what you want. And that's an ask card. It's not a demand card, right? It's a different energy. Don't forget that you're a powerful healer. And that's just not in the lives of others, but also in your own life. All right? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. What do the divine masculines need to know about this amazing full moon in Sagittarius? What do we need to know, my loves? Right. I love it. Yep, yep, yep. This shit. Igniting courage. Embracing the future. Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart, right? Just take a good look. She's not carrying anything, right? She's not carrying anything, no baggage, no drama. That's when you release the clutter. Like, it's time to let that stuff go so you can move forward into the next step. You're ready. You're on, like, you're at the doorway, right? You're on the brink. It's time for you to step forward. Are you willing to step forward? Are you willing to open your heart? Are you willing to be brave? Look what happens when you do that, coming into your power. Look at that. I step into my power boldly and confidently. This is what you receive when you move through it. This is what you receive when you let that other stuff go, right? You're releasing that other stuff so that you have the ability, the capacity in your container to be all that you were designed to be, to receive all that you are designed to receive. This is your freaking birthright, that light, that abundance, that prosperity, that well-being, that happiness, that joy. Like, that's literally your divine birthright. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. My light illuminates the world. Look at you, illuminating the world. Dark everywhere but where you are. Dark in everything but where you come through to shine your light. Because you decided to embrace the future. You let the baggage, you left the baggage behind, right? Igniting your courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Moving forward quickly, asking for what we want, letting things go. Again, they're not holding on to a lot of things. Yeah, they got the white piece banner, but that's it. That horse isn't gonna take off running like that if it's bogged down with a whole bunch of luggage and baggage. What is luggage? Luggage and baggage, guys. I'm making up my own language. Freaking hilarious. Freaking hilarious. All right, divine masculines. What else? What else you got going on with this freaking full moon in Sagittarius? Y'all always doing the most. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guys. Oh, look, shaman. Didn't we just talk about this freaking healing? Look, like I'm shaking with the card. Shaman. Ancient healing wisdom. Again, with the snake energy. I am a healer, right? Some of you are healers. Again, not everybody is connected to the shamanism right now, but maybe you were in a past life, or maybe this is part of your ancestry, or just a 1212. But this is just tapping into that inner knowing. And again, this healing is for you as well as for the collective. So what does that heal? What does healing look like to you? What does that mean to you? Is it working with crystals? Is it working with energy? Is it working with food? Is it working with herbs? Is it volunteering in a hospital? Are you actually like a doctor? Do you do, I don't know, there's all types. You can go body by body and do healing, right? Mental healing, emotional healing, physical healing, spiritual healing. We need it at every level. So how are you showing up in this energy? How are you gifting that to yourself, right? I know for me, music is very therapeutic, right? Spoken word, books are very therapeutic. Cooking is very therapeutic for me, right? And so as I do those things and as I pour into those things, um, I do so with an expression of love, and the healing energies are allowed to channel through me. And it's the same when I'm receiving those energies back, the healing energy is being channeled through me. So how are you looking at it? Maybe shamanic drums is a thing for you, right? Maybe just going out into nature right now, connecting with Gaia is going to be transformative for you. However it is, this healing wisdom is coming in to help activate you. And again, it's healing you as well as the collective. Thank you, Angel. I said go outside. What did I say? Go outside and connect with Gaia. Go outside. Get outside and connect. There's beautiful shamanic healing stuff like on YouTube. Healing like drums, sound bowls, all types of stuff. So if you don't have an opportunity to go out in nature because of whatever is going on around you, you can always connect online, right? Even watching like National Geographic and like watching all like the nature shows, like that helps you just connect. It connects you to the animal world. It connects you to our plant brethren and sisters, all right? Breathe. Take some really deep, slow breaths, like you got that with the energy of the dove, right? Pause, breathe, reflect, take a minute. This isn't a rat race, it's an eternal game. Give yourself the time and the grace that you need to buy masculines. Dream time creation and came out with love and compassion, all right? So you're in a creative time. Things are being sparked with you, but have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for your journey. Have compassion for how far you've come. Have compassion for where you're going to go, right? And offering this compassion for yourself allows you also to offer compassion to those around you. Because again, as you're changing, so are the people around you. Everyone is on their own level of spiritual growth and ascension, right? And these lessons don't always come in for us in the most easy manner. And they're not always a pill that is easy to swallow, right? How often are these lessons shrouded in jagged little pills? How often are these lessons tearing apart the parts of our soul that we just never thought we could live without? And it's scary and it's frightening, right? But it allows us what? It allows us the freedom to be who we are, right? To step forward in our light, to allow our creation to step forward. Look at this, right? The creation is pouring through from them out into the universe. That's the gift that you have. When you let go of the clutter and you let go of the nonsense and you let go of the lies of the ego that are keeping you shrouded in fear, right? When you release all of that and you move forward into the love and the light of who you are, when you open your heart, when you allow yourself to breathe, when you're tapping into your innate abilities and you're connecting with your ancestors and your angels, right? That's when the very fibers of who you are, the very essence of who you are, is able to come forth into the world, right? You're able to speak it into the world. You're able to let it be known. You have a lot of gifts coming in for you that are helping you step into the fullness of you. Again, standing in your power, standing in your light, being radiant, sharing your gifts, sharing your love, right? Love it. This slipped out. Just gonna put that out there. Can I get one final message for the divine? How funny. Bottom of the deck. How funny. Evidently it wanted to come out. How funny. Wow. Okay. So also this full moon is bringing with us new beginnings. Why? Because endings lead to new beginnings. Endings lead to new beginnings. And these new beginnings are offering with it a new promise. So there's blessings coming in for you. Look, I'm right under that Gaia nurturing. There's massive blessings coming in for you. And it's time for you to commune with your higher self. It's time for you to connect with your spirit animals, your spirit guides, again with your ancestors, right? Really showing up to support you at this time, the higher realm. It's time for you to look at things from a higher perspective, divine masculines, right? Come from the ground level up. Come from the ground level and step up, right? Imagine you're a king. This is a monarchy. You're not going to be down in the freaking sheds arguing with the stable boy about whether or not he watered the horses or brushed them down. No, you have people for that, right? You got someone in charge of the stable. You're looking at the big picture, right? What other realm is around me that may be an ally or maybe a an enemy, right? Like, how can we work together? Would I need to marry my kids off to make sure everything's in alignment, or however it goes? So looking at things from a higher perspective, starting to see the world through the eyes of heaven, understanding everyone's on their own path, understanding that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, giving yourself some compassion, giving yourself some grace, clearing out the shit that's no longer working for you so that you have room to receive. There is a lot available for you when you're willing to walk through the door and to have a little bit more faith and trust in yourself. There's a lot available to you when you're willing to let go of the things that are no longer serving you because you know they're no longer serving you, and you're taking the conscious, bold steps to heal and grow on your own. There's a lot available for you when you are humble enough to ask for the divine wisdom that's available to all of us. All right? I'm going to leave it there. I love you. God loves you, and angels surround you. Leave it, my beloveds.